Thank you very much. As you heard from the introduction, my name is Jess Murphy. I'm the co-owner of Kai with my husband Dave. Kai is based here in Galway on Sea Road, and anyone who knows the West just knows that there's something very special about the energy and atmosphere to the place. Kai's atmosphere reflects Sea Road and the West community, but also to our locals, our farmers, our cheesemakers and our artists, all carried through in every element in Kai. Dave and myself dove in with both feet to Kai and to Galway. It was a lot of work with Dave making the light fittings in the past and myself trying to keep control on the tight budget you need to open a restaurant in between a church and a gay bar. On day one, Seamus Sheridan popped in to give us a good luck fiver for the till. This also doubled up as our float. This is my immigration story. Picture the scene. New Zealand in the 1980s, before Lord of the Rings, back in the day when the All Blacks all had part-time jobs. We were famous only for our sheep, Kiri Te Kanawa, and Sir Edmund Hillary. I grew up in a small little North Island gangland town of Wairau. In between local spats between the mongrel mob and the Black Power, I did modern jazz, ballet, and tap, as a career obviously to fall back on. My grandmother, who owned one of the largest sheep stations that backed onto the Ueweras, where the Maori shearers used to ferment corn in the streams. So I guess this is where everything all started. In 1999, I was the wise old age of 19, leaving New Zealand to cook all over the world. Mum and Dad bought me a suitcase for my birthday. I had a cool $15 and off I was to Perth in Western Australia. That's where I met Dave in the outback. Fast forward 15 years later, and here we are on the west coast of Ireland and loving it. My first job interview in Ireland was with a very legendary chef I hold close to my heart from Cashel. Despite the fact I had very little idea what the hell he was saying, he asked me, "What's fucking fine dining in New Zealand?" To which I replied, "Well, probably the same as fine dining in Ireland." I think he said something clever or profound because I got the job. I'm still not sure if I understand the question. This is my story. Our stories are what makes us realise we're part of a community, and in the sense of community with its network and friendships. The alliances and bonds, that is what really matters to us. Our food identity is our community, and we bring these identities and stories with us wherever we go. What immigration means to Galway. The ongoing humanitarian crisis in the Mediterranean is something that we're actually all very aware of. Today I want to talk to you about much more of an optimistic story, one that's far less reported. The west of Ireland has a history of welcoming those displaced by conflict, hardship, or even people who came to visit and never really went away again. Galway, it has something that sucks you in. The communities and the immigrants like these that have built and contributed hugely to our food culture here. Since the times of the Spanish merchant traders, many immigrants have chosen to build lives here in Galway, as I've done myself. If you look around you at the people that make up our food community here, it's on the small area on the edge of the Atlantic Way. Very few of them are from this region. Among our chefs, restaurateurs, our producers, our suppliers, our educators, our writers, we have a surprising number of blow-ins from other continents, countries, and counties. This landscape would be a lot different today, and we wouldn't have built the tight-knit family that we have here without immigration. Galway is known for its diversity, a mixed bag of vagabonds, sailors, tribes. Our medieval city has been a melting pot for as long as it's been existing, with ongoing tradition of transient visitors, be they students, tourists, immigrants. This is translated to our restaurants, and our cuisine is now varied as our population. As exciting as our history, there's a rich change of cultural influences, food traditions from far and wide that come with each of the many migrant populations that choose to settle here and call Galway home. We have the Cubans, the Spanish, the Caribbeans, the Africans, These exotic, spicy, complex cultures have created such a food culture that continues to evolve. We've long established Chinese and Indian restaurants, and more recently, some amazing Japanese ones. My point is, food on the edge is not about any one person. Its importance lies in the way that it can be used as a tool to expand our global village. I look forward to your questions. Thank you very much.